Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I am going to show you how I sank the unsinkable drone. I'm going to show the drone go down. I was very upset when it happened, and I couldn't understand why the unsinkable drone sank. And by no means, it was not the drone manufacturer's fault. It was 100% my fault. After watching the footage, I realized this. So I want to be clear that it was nothing to do with the drone. In fact, I love this drone. And more importantly, I love the people that I deal with at the manufacturing facility, at the representatives in the sales team, the product support. All those guys are great. I am not sponsored by this product at all. Swellpro does not sponsor me as of, to this point. I mean, I am not sponsored by them. I just love their product. It's the only drone on the market, 100% waterproof if you do the right things. And the remote control is 100% waterproof. So without going into too much things, I'm going to show you a clip of the drone flight and then it crashing. And then I'm going to show you the process that led up, the series of events that led up to this drone crashing. And like I said, 100% my fault. And all these things could have been avoided. In the future, I have a pilot's license, and before we fly our airplanes, we have a pre-flight inspection, and we check everything off as we go because you don't want to have a breakdown in the air. And that's what I'm going to do with my drone. I'm going to get a pre-flight checklist, and I'm going to mount it on my case to my drone, and I'm going to go through it, process every step of the way, because I do not want to lose another drone. I do have the other drone, the very first drone that I crashed, and I've been repairing. I finally had to send it out to have somebody else looking at it right now. So I am droneless right now. I had 2 splash drones. I'm down to 0. But let's watch this clip, and you'll see what happened, how it went down, because it didn't crash hard. And we'll just watch the clip, and then we'll go through the whole process. All right. It's a very windy day. The water is so choppy.
All right, well, keep an eye on this drone in case you got a duck. The wind's blowing towards us. Told you. Oh no. Something's wrong.
And that was it. It was literally, what, 10 seconds, 20 seconds?
Something's not right with it. I lost signal.
At this point, only 2 of the props, the side props, are sticking up because it is filling with water.
I ain't even got no signal on my...
It went out instantly.
Yeah.
It went upside down. I flipped it over.
It should flip over, but I mean, I got...
It's and then it just went over the right side up and then slowly just started.
It's not supposed to be face down like that.
Oh, it's supposed to be.
It's sinking.
Oh, shoot.
It sank.
Keep an eye on where it was.
The drone sank. How in the world did it sink? We're never getting that back. Oh, one of the props spun off.
No, I said one of the props spun off there, but if you notice when I took off, that
it's supposed to float.
Was laying on the deck when it flew
off. No, it's gone. It's bright orange, but I don't think we're gonna get it. It's out in here somewhere.
All right, so we're gonna stop it there. And we're going to talk about the chain of events that happened. So I'm going to rewind this on the other screen. And we're gonna get ready to watch it here. Okay, now we're gonna watch the whole video, watch what happened up to the point of it going down. You can see I got my GoPro 9 and it's got the stabilization feature in it. You can't tell if you look at my hands when you see this.
How windy do you think
stuff,
it is?
It is bouncing. We actually had the boat airborne a few times.
Let's see what that drone can do.
Now, this is the chain of events. I want to explain it in detail. Matter of fact,
They say not to fly in high winds.
I wish I didn't put my fishing gimbal on. Okay, but I'm reading the instructions here, right? I did not calibrate. First thing I want to say is I did not calibrate the gyroscope. And it said gyroscope calibration is necessary. A, if the drone is brand new. B, the drone has been flown extensively in ATTI mode. C, when the GPS flight mode and using only a throttle joystick, the drone drifts at an angle. I mean, it did drift at an angle. And I don't know if you noticed in that video, the drone took off backwards and it flew that whole flight in reverse. And then it says D, the drone has been subject to heavy shaking during transportation. E, if after successful performing a compass calibration, the drone status indicators are solid red when trying to arm or unlock the motors. Now, that drone was shaken up quite a bit. That was a 45-minute boat ride to get to that point. And we were fighting 1 foot to 2 foot in some areas swells. So, and then we hit a boat wake that took the whole boat out of the water completely, the motor and everything. I mean, we were airborne. This thing was pounding the boat and the drone was just on the floor in the case. So it was extensively shaking. Okay. So I do calibrate the compass calibration. I only did the 2-part compass calibration. And watch this video. I noticed things in this video because I was very upset when this drone went down. So let's continue. I love the looks of that thing.
I know, right? I definitely better calibrate it though, man, because yeah, it's got 4K. I got the fishing camera on there. That's 4K too. That only goes up and down, not left and right. But I got the photography camera with me too. This fishing camera goes up and down and then has a bait release on it.
That was not tightened all the way.
To it.
This one tightened all the way. That one 3 turns. That was why the drone sunk, first and foremost. Why the drone flew at that crazy pattern. First of all, I didn't calibrate the gyroscope. And as you continue to watch, I did not hold the drone in the right position when I was calibrating the compass. These gray marks are the front of the drone. And when you're calibrating it, you're supposed to walk clockwise with those away from you and spin in a circle clockwise. And I did not do that. And then you hold it upside down like this. And you do the same thing. You do it first time. The light turns. When the light turns yellow, you calibrate it like this. Walk clockwise. The light turns green. Then you turn it like this. You continue to walk clockwise, and then it'll flash green, and then you're calibrated. I did not do that. There was so much going on in the boat that day. There was 3 of us, and I did not do that. I tried to calibrate it the first time. It would not calibrate.
It's the only drone that everything's waterproof. You can throw the controller and the drone right overboard.
fast forward this because
Oh, just the one fish.
see, I was doing it right this time because the front of the drone is away from me, okay? But it did not go yellow. It was still a solid green light. So it wasn't working properly.
Yeah, I did
So I put it down on the ground and I decided to turn it off and try to calibrate it. This is where I made mistake number 2. See, it wasn't doing nothing, so I shut it off.
Yeah.
See, it was still green. But look, see, there's the front and there's the front. The front's facing to the left of me. That's not how you calibrate the compass. Then I turned it like that, which it should be facing away from you. And then I don't think that matters as much as I calibrated the compass with it to the left. So that was a horrible idea.
All right, calibrated that time. Let's mount the gimbal.
All right, so here I mount the gimbal and put the props on. Remember I said, oh, look, it threw a prop. There's one laying on the deck. There's the one that's laying on the deck. It was already laying there. See, I calibrated. There it is. It's laying on the deck. So it didn't throw a prop. Now it's facing away from us. The wind is coming towards us, and I got that facing into the wind. And it took off. It flew in reverse instantly. Look, flew right in reverse. Almost took his head off.
Oh, no.
And then just went crazy. I was not touching the sticks at all during this. So once it hits the water, it landed upside down. I had enough time to flip it. Once I flipped it, it was too late. The water was already in the dome because I did not screw the right and the back screws down. As you've seen in that video, I only turned them 3 times, and they take quite a few turns to tighten them. Now the left one and the front one, it got tightened all the way. So that is why the unsinkable drone sank.
It should flip over, but
like I said, it was not the company's fault at all. It was 100% my fault.
It's not supposed to be face down like that.
Watch it.
It's sinking.
Then we go look for it here.
It sank.
Keep it on where it was.
The drone sank. How in the world did it sink? We're never getting that back. Oh, one of the props spun off.
It did not. It was on there. I thought maybe this prop.
It's supposed to float.
The prop spun off, hit the dome, cracked the dome.
No, it's gone.
That's not what happened.
It's bright orange, but I don't think we're gonna get it. It's out in here somewhere. Why did it sink?
Is that the bubble where? So is it over there?
Then this is just us looking for. I mean, there's a little bit of conversation that might be relevant, so I'm just going to listen real quick for a few minutes. At this point, I think
the key feature of the damn thing is it's supposed to float. That's all plastic. Yeah, it's got a couple of circuit boards.
Minute and 6 seconds left in the video.
Fishing for something you don't know where it is. I got another one out getting repaired.
See the white caps? You can see how windy it was. I've flown this drone in high winds before. It is very stable. I was actually going to do this video to show how stable it was. This thing went down
I
crazy.
cannot believe it sank.
I mean, the problem.
And it's got my fishing gimbal on it. That's what sucks. That's an $800 camera.
It wasn't 800.
Well, it's a $1,800 drone and then an $800 camera. Yeah. I got another one out getting repaired right now. I got another drone.
And that's the end of the footage I have. I just wanted to explain because a lot of people have heard how I have sank the unsinkable drone. I keep saying it because, listen, if this thing is put together right, that's like only the second time I've taken off from the boat. I took off from the back of the boat one time, and the guy was driving, was trolling, and I didn't realize he had the trolling motor down. So when I took off, it hit the power pole and broke one of the props. But I normally throw it over off the side of the boat and let it land in the water, and then I take off out of the water. This thing is super reliable. I cannot say enough good things. Even if the drone wasn't as reliable and as tough as it is, I would do business with this company for the simple fact I probably have over 100 emails back and forth with these with the people at Swellpro themselves, not one of their distributors but them themselves. They are very responsive. Their time in China is like 10 to 11 hours behind or ahead of us. I'm not sure which it is, but at 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, when I email them, within 3 to 4 minutes, I mean, I'm getting an email back, and we talk back and forth all the time. They're great people. The customer support is phenomenal. I have nothing but good things to say about this product and the people. Even though I did lose one of my drones, I still have another one, and I plan on continuing to support them and use their products. I'll be a lifetime supporter of these people. But I'm going to end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just wanted to clarify what happened and how this all went about. Don't forget, hit the like button, throw me a comment, subscribe to the channel. It all helps out a lot. I'll see you guys in the next one.